Welcome to Pretty Practical Podcast with your host, Stephanie B. We're talking kingdom transformation through practical revelation.
Transforming lives everywhere through revelation and power of prayer. Solving problems day by day, and we do it the kingdom way.
Welcome to Pretty Practical Podcast. I'm your host, Stephanie B. On this episode, we're talking kingdom transformation through practical revelation. Why did I start a podcast? My desire is to create a safe place because I know what it's like to see the call, gift, and purpose on your life, but you're not there yet. I'm an introvert. I do well behind the scenes, but purpose kept calling me and I couldn't shake it. God was like, now it's time to share your journey of transformation. Transformation is a dramatic change in form or appearance. It's not something that can be captured in 3 steps, in my opinion. We all can evolve and become better, but I ran into issues along the way. Captivated by the stage of success that I witnessed many walk across, motivated by their outcome yet still stuck, walking through life, trying to be what you see, but you're not ready for. When God starts to shift you, we don't talk about what comes along with the shift. We don't talk about the pain and being separated. The highlight reels of life are pretty. Yes, that's motivating. But how do I handle the in-between place? Who speaks to the people who are just trying to get better? That's why I'm intentional about this message, because I know what it's like to be in the place of what others see as uncertainty, but it's truly your development. You won't get there if you don't allow God to process you. The truth, processing does not always feel good. In order to transform, you must be willing to surrender. I remember being very sincere with God, having a real heart-to-heart moment with Him, and asking Him to have His way, saying, whatever it is that you desire for me, Lord, let your will be what it's going to be for my life. Shortly after that, it seems like a Category 5 hurricane touched down in my life, and everything that could be shaken was shaken, professionally and personally. Wondering if I said something wrong because, wait a minute, this can't be God. Asking for peace but living a nightmare. This is a storm. Whenever we're going through a storm in our lives, it's easy to feel overlooked, and it's hard to get out of bed in the morning. There aren't many accolades in this place. You're exposed and vulnerable here. Your identity and who you are is being questioned. Here, your faith is tried. We want God to not only rescue us, but take away the pain the storm is causing in our lives. The storm is divine interruption. One of the things you must come to terms with is there will be scars, moments that will always be with you forever. But it's not designed to be your sole identity. It's a marker of what you've overcome. Transformation feels like surgery, the most painful place at times. I didn't have anybody there with me when I was in that place. And I'm not saying that I didn't have people that I couldn't go to. But sometimes what you're going through isn't designed for everybody to even understand. God wants to resolve it. He wants to talk you through it. He wants to be the coach. He wants to be that guy. Having this internal battle with allowing God's will in my life and watching what I had built crumble, that was a difficult time. Surrendering is hard. Surrender says, I put away my fight. I'm okay with it not being my way. When I went through my storm, it provided me with a sense of humility within my life that I'd never imagined. When you've gone through something, you don't look at life the same. You understand that time is not just a concept, but there is purpose in fulfilling the will of God each day. Those around you begin to wonder how you made it through the storm. There comes a point in everyone's life, or at least there came a point in mine, when I was able to say, I see why that happened. Because if I wouldn't have endured that, I wouldn't have this. This wouldn't be possible. I want to speak to your possibilities. Do not be afraid in the place in which you've surrendered. I know that the wind makes you feel unstable. The earthquake you're dealing with can't be put into words. The loss you suffered was unexpected, not what you had planned. There are things we'll probably never have the answer to on this side. I like to be transparent with people with that, because sometimes we'll walk around here looking for an answer that we may never get. We can't sit and be hostage in our place of brokenness. I want to tell you who are listening to this message, don't give up in your fight. Yes, you surrendered, but because you surrendered for the right reasons, you said, God, I'm surrendering to be in your purpose. Your reward after this will be great. Can I whisper to your surrendered place? Don't give up. Eventually, these dark and cloudy skies will start to clear up, but you got to stick with the process. Push past the turmoil. Speak from the place that God has already shown you, because there's too much greatness in you to throw in the towel. Surrendering to your will and taking up His will is where your transformation begins. When you can get to the place where you say, it's no longer about me, but God, it's about you, there's a different type of elevation that happens. Everyone might not understand. Everyone might not understand your transformation. Some may see you from, I remember when, ain't that what they used to do? Well, I see, I heard. But I promise you, your elevation is not contingent on what they think or say about you. That the plans that are for you and waiting for you are far greater than you could even imagine. Don't allow, and I will say this every episode, don't allow the enemy to trick you out of your position. There's greatness inside of you. Hold on in transition. Don't throw in the towel here. I know it looks rough, but you weren't designed to quit. You were designed to fight. You were designed to fight. So my prayer for you today is that you will receive the strength you need to endure this battle. There are people who are praying for you that you don't even know yet. You will overcome this storm. You've got purpose. There's greatness in you. You can't get there if you quit. I'm rooting for you.
Thank you for tuning in to Pretty Practical Podcast with your host, Stephanie B. Be sure to catch us again and be transformed through practical revelation, the kingdom way.
Transforming lives, everywhere, through revelation and power of prayer, solving problems day by day, and we do it the kingdom way.